Have you been hiding out in a corporate role that doesn't fit who you really are? On this video, I'm going to show you 5 steps on how you can get off the corporate track and start living a life of joy every day. Why? Because what is real wealth measured in? Is it money? It can come and go, it's easily replaceable? Or is it in your satisfaction level? Is it in how you spend your time every day? Is it in you self-expressing yourself out in the world and feeling amazing because of it? So the first step is, it's a belief system job. You've got to look at the beliefs that have kept you trapped in your corporate career for however many decades and years that you've been there. What is it that kept you there? And then ask yourself, what is it you must be believing about yourself to be still doing what you don't prefer? That's the key, because if you can answer this question honestly, you're at the end of the stage of letting go of the fear-based negative belief system. So step 1 is inspecting your fear-based negative belief system. And the best way you can do that is as you feel uncomfortable in doing the thing that you don't prefer, which means you have to acknowledge that you're doing something you don't prefer. If you're in denial about being in denial, then you can't get there from there. So the first step is truly sitting with your feelings and realizing what makes you not feel good and asking yourself, what is it I must be believing about myself to be feeling the way that I am right now? And if you get to the core of this, you'll realize that you perhaps feel like you're not worthy, or you perhaps feel like success is only available in the corporate world. And these are limiting beliefs that are in the way of you. The second step to leaving the corporate world and being free with your time, enjoying more family, enjoying just doing more, being more you in the world, is taking some action towards your highest excitement. What kept you where you are right now is by taking a lot of actions that were not in alignment with your highest excitement. So it's really getting in touch with your heart again and listening to it. When you don't listen to your heart, it stops giving you inspiration. But when you start listening again, many people on the planet call this a spiritual awakening. It's when your heart gets so happy that the light is back on it that the rest of the things in the world stop to matter as much. The identity, the car, the house, the income, the paying for things the way that you used to, it stops to matter as much. So when you get in touch in what your highest excitement is, then you shift to a new planet that matches how excited you are. Remember, when you smile, the whole world smiles back. And that's step 3. Step 3 is just getting happy and staying happy just because you can. Not because it's going to change anything today. Not because it's going to attract something new or anything other than valuing how much you feel. See, back when you were more asleep, you used to be able to watch things, and those things would be humans doing terrible things to each other, perhaps in your movies, and you didn't even care. You didn't even notice that you didn't even care. And so this is really choosing to be more sensitive. As you wake up, you realize that those things didn't make you feel good. You have mirror neurons, and those mirror neurons make you feel like those people in the movies were demonstrating how they feel, right? And you were even a little bit addicted to those feelings. And so as you release the density, what happens is you fly further and faster into the light. There are no accidents in the universe. And if you're not feeling good about what you're doing, it's because your soul, your heart, is asking you to release the density now. And so through inspecting your fear-based negative belief systems, getting in touch with what your highest excitement is, really truly acknowledging how you feel, and the 4th step is taking it as far as you can. When you start doing that new highest excitement, the thing that you tend to do as humans is you put one foot in and one foot out. Oh, I'll dip my toe in over here today and see how this goes. I'll dip my toe in over there today and see how that goes. That's not going to get it done for you. If you take both feet and you go all in, the way that your higher self talks to you is through your highest excitement. So whatever you're excited about doing, that's your higher self, your expanded self, your all that is presence, giving you hints on what your life purpose is. What is your life purpose? Is it very specific? It can be if you want it to be, but for today, it can be just to be in joy, to follow your heart, to take it as far as you can, and then have zero insistence on the outcome. Step 5. Why? Because when you have insistence that a certain amount of people see what you're up to, that a certain amount of people sign up, then what happens is you can let that disappoint yourself. You're already sitting on the throne, and you leave the throne, you unappoint yourself from the throne, and you let that lower your frequency. See, your circumstances don't matter that much. It's your state of being that matters. So the higher you're feeling, the better, the more you're following your joy. That changes the circumstances, the people, the dollars that you find. It changes all of that. It brings you new people that have access to new information, new courses, new things for you to learn. You want to learn new things. That's part of the beauty of being in the human experience. It's just that you don't want to be attached to what those things will turn out like, because your purpose could be far more grander, could be far better than what you can imagine right now. It's just as you get on the path and you start walking on the path, you'll shift to everything agreeing with you. And that's the 5th step. Everything out here in the hologram, it agrees with you. So if you say that you can't, you're right. But if you start off your day, and you can write these down below if you're with us, I choose to feel how free I am. I choose to feel how free I am. That puts a smile on your face, right? I choose to feel how worthy I am. I choose to feel how worthy I am. I choose to live in the end results of a life that all parts of me loves. As you feel this way when you wake up in the morning, that version of you is going to take different actions than the version of you who goes to do something that you don't love anymore, okay? And that shifts you to a parallel, simultaneous version of reality that's occurring in the now moment. See, there's a version of you already doing what you love all day, every day, with more than enough for everything that you ever thought that you wanted or needed. And there's also a version of you who believes that you need to do things you don't want to make a certain amount of money. And that's matching the frequency of someone who's closer to being in slavery than someone who's closer to being free. So it's the only one that can change this for yourself is you. There's nobody out here doing anything to you. They might be suggesting that you can't make money doing what you love. You can't be free. I left corporate in 2013. I worked at PricewaterhouseCoopers. And another step I'll throw on here is you have to honor your belief system, right? If you don't believe you can replace your $10,000 a month or your $20,000 a month through doing whatever you love doing, then it's going to be hard for you to make money for a while. So then in that case, lower your expenses. Get your expenses down to a level where you do feel like you can be free, you know? But I'll tell you, you can make $10,000 a month. You can make $20,000 a month. If you could be supported doing something that you don't love, what makes you think that you wouldn't be supported doing something that you love? It's just a belief difference, right? When you realize that you're the giver and the receiver of everything in your life, every amount of money that you ever had since you were born, you were the person who gave that to yourself. And when you realize that, you just used your job as a permission slip for you to get that money, for you to get that loan, for you to get that house, for you to get whatever it was for you, that trip, that trip that you won, you know? And if you realize you're the one who gave it to you, so you can do whatever you want today and still give that stuff to you. And if that's what your belief system is, as soon as today, that's what will drop into your hologram. And more people that can support you. I've got a community that I run that's real affordable where I show you guys how to do this. I've been channeling my guides for years, and I get what I need when I need it. I also have everything that I want all the time, okay? I say that there's still 2% becoming, because even when you get 100% of what you want to change things 1 or 2%, you know, because you get a new perspective. So everything is just mirroring you back to you. So if you believe that you're free and you take the choice, that's the key. The action shows the universe what it is, who you are. And that which is attracted to itself, like itself, attracts other things like it. So you attract all the cooperative components to follow your highest joy. So if you just got happy today and stayed happy, and then followed your joy, the impulses that you have, take it as far as you can. You won't go to the places that you used to go to because you won't have time, because you'll be having so much fun doing what you love. And when you stop creating time for the things that you don't love, you no longer have to have unpreferred experience anymore here on the planet. Let me say that again. When you stop creating time for things that you don't prefer, you no longer have to have negative experience anymore on the planet. You'll just go from one peak experience to the next peak experience to the next peak experience. It doesn't mean you still won't see people out in the hologram that are suffering or complaining or having a bad day or whatever it is. It's just that it will have zero effect on you anymore. And then, if you don't drag their path down into lack and limitation, for you do not know what another soul's path is. If you don't make where they're at wrong, then it won't affect you. But if you do, and you go down to fix their problem, you can't get poor enough to fix all the poor people on the planet. You can't get sick enough to help all the sick people on the planet. It's about you staying in your resonance, and from you being in your frame, not going to match other people and agree with their problems and their stuff, their lack. Now, from here, you can get access to the power that creates worlds. As you just stay in your state of being, right? Remember, circumstances don't matter. Right down below, circumstances don't matter. Only my state of being matters. As you stay there, make everyone come to meet you there, you're invincible. Watch how your dreams that you've had since you were 8 years old fall in your lap today if you follow this. Bye for now.